Alright, Schlockmeister fans, a pretty rare late 80s sex comedy. This one's called Hot Splash with one of the CNN anchors in it. Let's check it out.
Into a teenage paradise. The teenage surfing invasion has begun. And the big question, who will be this year's Sunday champion?
We have a bunch of teens in this movie. It's a sex comedy. This is Matt having a dream.
My best friend Woody and I have big plans. Parties and girls. And then the most incredible looking girl glides out of the darkness. You know, the centerfold, wet dream type.
Matt's dream is nice until his friends wake him up. This guy on the right is TJ, a drug dealer, and this is his niece. I don't think she's aware of his drug dealing, but she's obviously going to be friends with the surfers. Matt has a job at one of the beach shops. This is him getting a little action when the girl asks him for help with her top.
You feel good?
Hey, Doc, is Woody out there?
And here we meet Jennifer, played by Andrea Thompson, former CNN anchor.
Why don't we go out for fun?
She's a wannabe singer.
I'd love to, but I can't. I'm having dinner with Jimbo tonight.
That guy is bad news, honestly. Hey, Jimbo, what's happening? Hey, Sally.
Jimbo is Jennifer's boyfriend.
See you later, man.
I'm doing so.
Baby! How you doing? Great. You're never going to believe what's been going on today. I was singing backup for David Austin.
The rock video portion movie, part of this film. Some car wash hijinks. Jimbo likes to take money from Jennifer.
I'm working on it.
Give me the bag. Give me the bag!
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, no, but don't you understand that this is what I like about you?
She wants my bag.
Mom, he's treating me like trash. I know that. You don't have to tell me.
This is Jimbo and Jennifer in the hot tub. TJ talking to his boss.
What I'm going to do with you, I think the best thing for me to do with you is throw you back in the pizza oven.
The drug boss apparently has a puma.
Son of a bitch. He lost the money. You lost it, you
More hijinks. TJ with his chick.
Can you go back to the goddamn fucking pizzeria? I can't go back to the pizzeria. You don't understand. I can't. No.
So two of the guys get jobs with delivery for the drug dealer, but they don't realize that he's a drug dealer.
Probably nothing anyway. What is it? Keep it down, man.
What is it?
Coke!
So anyway, they got this bag full of coke and money. Let's just set it outside here on the ground. and turn our backs to it.
The guy on the bike, he just stole the case.
So anyway, now TJ wants to kidnap Jimbo.
You're out of there. You understand? You're out of there. All right, now, tonight, you go out and you snatch this kid.
I guess TJ's got his niece on lockdown, so she's got to escape off the balcony. And she's got to warn the boys. With very little trouble, the two bumbling fools are able to get the other bumbling fool, Jimbo.
Surfer Jimbo Al has been kidnapped. I repeat, Surfer Jimbo Al has been kidnapped.
Hey, Jennifer.
Where the hell have you been? You know how long I've been waiting for you?
I'm sorry, I tried to get some beer.
Well, what's going on with Jimbo?
Listen, I found out where they hid him. He's at the Mystery Fun House. I got the gang together, and we're supposed to meet him over there, so come on, let's go.
So they find where he's being hid. And Jennifer decides to do a striptease to distract the kidnappers. And apparently it works. And he arrives just in time to compete in a giant shoe.
The crowd is roaring. Jimbo Al has made it. The local favorite Jimbo Al is here, ladies and gentlemen.
And then we see some surfing.
Turns back into the bottom, hitting a power part that way, it's riding out. Jimbo Al's got this one going away, I think, ladies and gentlemen. He's riding it out.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this year's Surfback champion, Mr. Surfback is Jimbo Al.
Looks like he's kind of busy.
I don't know where the hot air balloon came from, and I don't know why TJ's in a dress. But they're holding his money in that balloon.
Get back here with my money.
And this is the end of our film.
Hey, DJ! Hey, come on, Uncle DJ! Get here, man!
All right, let's talk about Hot Splash. Now, a couple of days ago, somebody left a comment on one of my videos somewhere on YouTube about, hey, I've been watching a lot of your videos, and you seem to like just about everything you watch. And that's true. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, I only review movies that are actually in my collection, so they're in my collection for a reason. Generally, I like them. Not that I've seen everything in my collection, but I've seen most of them. So they're movies that I like. That's why I have them. That being said, there are a few turds in my collection, and I'm going to say Hot Splash is pretty close to being a turd. Its only redeeming value here is that it is chock full of nudity. There's plenty of toplessness and a little bit of bottomlessness. That's what it has going for it. It's kind of like a teen sex comedy from the 80s, just without the charm, I guess you could say. The characters aren't very likable. The plot, thin as it is about a bunch of surfer dudes and their girls, and they hang out on the beach. They don't do a whole hell of a lot. There's a surfing competition coming up, and there's this asshole named Jimbo. He's supposed to be one of our endearing stars, though, but he's a jerk. He's always taking money from his girlfriend, Jennifer, who's played by Andrea Thompson, by the way. She was actually a CNN anchor back in like 2000, 2001, in that area. And she gets naked in this. Actually, she's been naked before in other things, too. So I guess they hired her knowing she had some nakedness in her past. Good for them. But anyway, there's also some drug dealers in this movie who are doing drug shit, and they have some bumbling associates who work for them. And so, yeah, that's what's going on in this movie. They eventually kidnap Jimbo, good, but then his buddies decide to rescue him, and it turns out he's like the favorite to win the surfing competition this year. So they're announcing, where's Jimbo? And there's newspaper headlines, Jimbo has been kidnapped, blah, blah, blah. Well, the surfing competition starts. Jennifer and the buddies, they all go and rescue him. Jennifer does a little striptease in front of the kidnappers to divert their attention so they can get Jimbo out of there. And they get him back in the competition just in time to compete, where he, of course, wins. And then the last scene in the movie is the drug dealer, who was in a dress for some reason, hanging off the side of a hot air balloon as they toss some of his money at him, and then he falls into the ocean. And that's pretty much our movie. So anyway, that's it. Again, my biggest problem with this movie is that the characters are just not fun. They're not charming. They're not fun. You don't give a shit about them. They're just there. The girls are good looking. There's plenty of toplessness in this movie, like I said. Plenty of nudity going on by mostly people you've never heard of. It's a cast of nobody. It's interesting. I read this on IMDb, which has almost nothing written about this movie, by the way. But somebody mentioned that there's no writer listed in the credits, and they're right. There isn't. Nobody's taking a responsibility for this thing. I don't know. Anyway, this is a very rare movie, actually. It was released on a PAL videotape overseas in the UK, I think perhaps in Spain also. And I had a PAL VHS of this for a long time, and now I have a DVD-R of it. And I was going to say, you're going to have a hard time finding this. I always tell people, watch it, let me know what you think about it. But in this case, somebody's actually uploaded the whole damn thing onto YouTube. So if you want to watch Hot Splash, it might be better looking than my copy here. But if you want to watch Hot Splash, search on YouTube, you will find it. So there you go, Hot Splash. Quite a film. Good luck trying to buy it, though. But anyway, you can probably download it from YouTube since I said somebody has it. So check it out. Let me know what you think about it. It's called Hot Splash. Watch it. Bye. Kind of a turd. Nice boobs, though.